NWO for Life says, thanks for the shout out, guys. For Christ's sakes, though, it was the Western States Heritage title. That makes it even funnier being in Long Island. Another hokey thing they did was fuck up. I didn't know this. Fuck up the time of the show. Show started before the actual time on the tickets. I researched this. Here's the deal. The card was advertised as a 7 p.m. start. Many of the tickets listed 8 p.m. on the ticket. You imagine this is a pay-per-view. Advertised as a 7 o'clock start. The tickets all say 8. And on top of that, the show actually started in the ring at 6:35. The show ended at 9. People showed up at 8. The show went off the air at 9, which means anyone who showed up at 8 o'clock only got to see an hour of action. Unbelievable.
And they wonder what they drew. They wonder why they drew 6,000 people.
Well,
they had no idea. That was they probably had 11,000 there by the time the night was over. They just early count was 6. They just went with that. 6.
If they just left the doors open by 11 p.m., they probably would have sold the joint out. The Boss, y'all forgot one of the wildest frontmen ever, Phil Anselmo, best frontman from
we
Pantera.
Said the Boss. We said,
no, the Boss is the person who wrote in.
Okay.
They were saying Phil Anselmo of Pantera and Jonathan Davis of Korn and Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit, even though we know he's a douche, is what he says. A lot of people we could have put on that. I'm sure we left people off.
Yeah.
Top of our head kind of thing.
Yeah, and the thing was too, like somebody said, well, it was frontmen doesn't take the women out. But I'm like, yeah, but we were just like when we had the conversation, it wasn't like it's not like we sit here. We're having a conversation. We're at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we have 45 days that we put this thing together where we're,
Some weeks it feels like that, though. No, there were women we could have put on. Debbie Harry, Blondie. I mean, we could actually.
I would have put Pat Benatar in there. I mean, there's a lot of women,
Who was the one Tristan gave us? From
Delora who? Dolores.
Okay, right.
She's from the Cranberries. She passed.
What's somebody else too? There was a more recent
Who's the girl too? The dark-headed girl that sings like. What is it? She's pretty and she seems like she sounds like like everybody else does that sings that style, but then she. Oh, okay.
That's the one we got props for. That's the one we got props for from people.
Yeah, because
who I was saying. I was repeating Tristan.
Okay, yeah, because I remember the first time I saw her, it was almost disturbing.